astrology and other divinatory arts are not a replacement or substitute for physical or psychiatric health care. If this is an emergency situation or you are in crisis, please do not defer your wellness to readings or horoscopes. Seek situation-appropriate, qualified assistance instead. Hey there Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for November 2022. And just a quick reminder, if you are ever interested in getting a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, engagement helps this channel out a lot. And a special announcement for those of you who are tarot fans, I have decided to make weekly tarot forecasts by sign available for everyone for free here on YouTube, and you can find those by going to my main channel page and looking them up in the playlists, or you can just follow the link in the down bar below. And they are all part of one big video, but I have that video separated by chapters for each sign. So there you go. That being said, let's have a look and see what is going on with your astrology for the month of November, right? Astrology, weather, tarot, traffic. When it comes to November, we are continuing the theme of celestial bodies combining their powers for exponential blessings. And through the 17th of the month, we have Mercury, Venus, and the Sun all together in Scorpio, your 9th house of higher education, government legal proceedings, travel, culture, your reach, as well as your spiritual path and practice. Anything to do with expansion, right? Getting out of the box and getting out of your bubble. And that's really big with Mercury here, because Mercury is bringing the fastest developments, news, the most productivity, and gains. This is a time where a lot of you are going to be finding that it's very easy for you to propagate yourself or awareness about something that you would like to market, something that you would like to generate some liquidity from, or to get on the move. A lot of you are also going to find that this month is opening up a great deal of travel opportunities and move opportunities as well, whether you want to do that soon or you want to do that maybe later as we go on into 2023. All of the action, all of the planning, all of the pieces are coming together this month. We have also got Mercury speeding up the fruition and conclusion of a lot of big conversations, debates, deals, negotiations, interviews, anything that has been left pending as it relates to maybe a big shift you are trying to make with a long-term commitment, whether this is something that you've got going on personally, professionally, or anything to do with maybe a government or legal proceeding such as immigration, visas, big moves, licenses, permits. This is the way it's going to go. Very fast and very helpful for you. Venus is going to be taking your love life out of its bubble, out of the box, and bringing in a great amount of exotic experiences for you, because Venus, the planet of love, favor, popularity, and affection, is stimulating a lot more experimentation, a lot more fantasy exploration. And you may be noticing that partners and spouses are starting to become a little bit more wild, a bit more uninhibited, and let their hair down. This is also going to be a time where you may be even finding certain situations where a spouse or a partner is going through a bit of their own spiritual awakening or a spiritual shift, transforming in the way they identify with either their culture or how they identify with you. We also have Venus bringing in relationship opportunities for those of you who are single or available that are bringing in types that you are very compatible with but are still foreign to you in some way. Now, this could be because they are coming from a different background, a different culture, but the soul of the compatibility is there. But it's sort of like you're getting a chance to finally meet a different type that is still your type. Remember, we always have more than one type. We have more than one type baked into our astrology chart, and you're getting a chance to take a walk on the wild side with that if you are down. We also have the Sun here bringing attention, enhancement, growth, and support, which is allowing a lot of you Piscean people to also grow an enterprise in such a way where it is gaining a lot more acclaim and it's becoming a lot more popular. This is one of the 15 minutes of fame transits. Now, this could be a collaboration that you have. This could be a working alliance, a new working alliance starting to form, or maybe something from the past. And this is also going to be making a much bigger name for you in your community, locally, and possibly even abroad. After the 17th, we've got Mercury and Venus moving on into Sagittarius for the duration of the month. This is your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, raises, promotions, anything to do with your station and where you are going to be growing the most in your career, or even with your personal business, your own personal enterprise if you work for yourself. With Mercury bringing those fast developments and the most productivity, you are going to be raking it in the second half of the month because Mercury is speeding up the rate with which you are accumulating wealth and speeding up your growth from one maybe step on the hierarchy to the next. A lot of you may be finding that a promotion, a transfer, or a move opportunity is getting pushed up in your favor. That is because Venus is also the planet of love, favor, and affection in this part of your chart, making it so. Because Venus makes everybody a lot more generous, a lot more considerate. And you may also be finding that you are making more money for not necessarily having to do a lot more work. You may be doing the same amount of work. You may be finding that because Venus is here, people are actually interested in giving you more for what you are bringing to the table and even offering you special favors, getting closer to you. And Venus is also strengthening a lot of your working alliances to become more profitable and get more longevity. We also have the Sun in this part of your chart as of the 22nd. So joining these two, and the Sun will be here all the way up until the 3rd week of December. Now, the Sun bringing that attention, enhancement, and support is making a shift in how you are valued when it comes to your field, your vocation, your market, your workforce. And you may be finding that, yes, raises are still a big part of the conversation, but you're also going to find that you are attracting a great deal of new contributions in the form of tools and resources. It's going to make working a lot more convenient, a lot more easy, a lot less of a headache for you. And you are also going to find that with the Sun in the 10th house, you are still carrying a lot of that 15 minutes of fame. In fact, you may be working much more closely with a very promising and highly capable associate or ally and rising through the ranks with them as well. We've got Mars retrograde in Gemini all month long. Actually, Mars is retrograde in Gemini all the way up through mid-January 2023. I did a big old video about that. If you want to watch that, I'll leave a link in the down bar below, or you can go to my main channel page. But Mars is retrograde here nonetheless. And this is your 4th house of home, family, the domicile, anything relating to home-based business operations, and your home economy. Mars retrograde in a nutshell is all about diminished activity, taking pieces off the board that are no good, dismantling systems and structures that are actually more harmful than helpful, and getting rid of things that are creating lack or waste in any way, shape, or form. This is a beautiful time when it comes to being able to get one's house in order or to eliminate old household, old family, old money challenges that seem to be haunting or staying with you. Mars retrograde has a tendency to just drive everything out that really doesn't belong. However, Mars retrograde can also be pretty ruthless. Ruthless, hence the shirt. And so you may want to also take care. Not everybody in the family situation or the household situation may respond to this very well, even though everything is under construction and everything is going to be, again, for everyone's own good. It's not always seen that way in the moment. Mars retrograde taking pieces off the board can also include removing enemies, problematic people, maybe antagonists, bitter relationship issues, or maybe even investments or projects that have yet to reveal themselves to be problems that will be revealed for being problems as we go forward. And so we have to be ready to roll with the punches. But remember, Mars retrograde is taking away the things that are creating ill health, and we need to let go when the time comes. We've got a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus taking place on the 8th of the month. And this is opening up a 90-day window period between early November and early February 2023. This is your third house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, anything to do with your peer group, third parties, or any kind of connections that you may have when it comes to collaborations or anything that you've recruited to your own cause. With a full moon lunar eclipse in the third house, there is an elimination of contracts, covenants, pacts that you may have still had hanging over your head that have been limiting your movements, limiting your freedoms, or keeping you trapped in a situation that you need to escape. More often than not, if it's happening in your third house, it's something you want to escape from. This could be something tying you up or containing you as it relates to maybe your career, a glass ceiling, maybe something binding you to some kind of debt or old agreement or obligation, maybe some kind of old affiliation or involvement with a certain group or person. This is going to be cutting the cords and unlocking the chains. However, it may happen in several such instances over and over again between the 8th of November and about early February. So be prepared. You are going to be breathing a lot of free air as we go forward. Do not rush to replace these things immediately, but enjoy the relief that these cord cuttings are going to bring. We also have a new moon in Sagittarius taking place on the 23rd. This is about seed planting, new beginnings, initiations, and new long-term commitments. And this is opening up a 2-week window period between the 23rd of November and the end of week 1 of December, where a lot of you are going to be ascending to a new position in your career, or maybe even starting a brand new career path, a new career trajectory, accepting a change in position or promotion that may actually take you off the road you've been on and merge you into a road that is going to be worth its weight in gold. A new moon in the 10th house can sometimes prompt maybe a vocational change, but I think it would still be a little bit gradual since it's only a normal new moon. That being said, be prepared. You are going to be jumping a few steps as we close up the month. Finally, we also have Jupiter turning direct in your sign on the 23rd as well. Jupiter has been retrograde for a good few months, and whenever Jupiter turns direct, he likes to make up for lost time. Sorry about being retrograde for 4 months. Here is making it up to you. And when Jupiter is turning direct in your sign, this is all about you getting a chance to start fresh or start right with a personal goal or ambition that has been kicked around but not treated very well. And you'll find that with Jupiter turning direct, a massive influx of wealth and resources is going to actually change the life direction of this project, this pursuit, or even yourself as we close up the year 2022. So that is what I've got for you, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.